Hey guys, today we are talking about everything you need to know if you want to be a cleric or a champion of the Eldest. Some of it I already covered in my video about who the Eldest are, but given that it's important, I will go over the do's and don'ts again. Note that the edicts, the do's, are suggestions and not a requirement, and the anathema, the don'ts, are rules that you need to follow, otherwise you could lose your abilities. Now, to quickly show why I have to differ between cleric and champion. A cleric can be of any alignment, while, at least by the book, a champion has to be lawful, neutral, or chaotic good, which means he can only choose deities that allow good aligned followers. Should your DM allow evil characters, which mine doesn't, then thanks to the advanced player's guide, you can be a champion of an evil deity. But for this video, I would go on a basic that your DM is like mine. With the basics covered, we can now have a look at the Eldest. Count Rauthvaug is a chaotic neutral deity and can only be worshipped by people who are chaotic good, neutral, or chaotic evil. So both can be his worshippers. As followers, you are suggested to work in the shadows, hide your nature and motives, and plot betrayals or revenge for betrayals. But you should not ask for forgiveness and create permanent or long-lasting sources of light. As a cleric, you can choose the confidence, darkness, sorrow, or travel domain, and gain the harm or heal ability for your divine font. You also gain the spell skill proficiency. He grants both the clerics and the champions the Penumbra Shroud, Private Sanctum, and Shadow Walk spell. Only difference is that the champion has to use focus points to use them, while the cleric uses his spell slots. His favorite weapon is the rapier. Note that the champion can also gain access to the domains if it chooses the deity's domain class feature. Now that we covered it all in detail, and you know who gets what, I will give more basic explanation with the other 8. Brex is a lawful neutral deity and can only be worshipped by people who are lawful neutral, or lawful evil, which means, by the book, only clerics can worship him. They suggest that you follow your goals, bring things to a proper ending, and create pairs, but you should never offend them. I'm not even sure how you could offend them. So, if you have him as your deity, I would suggest that you have a chat about it with your DM to come up with ideas what actions would be offensive to them. Their domains are dreams, earth, family, and might, and their favorite weapon is the war flail. They grant harm or heal, and the occultism skill proficiency. As spells, you get Mind Link, Mirror Image, and Stone Skin. Marked is Aloof is a lawful neutral deity and can only be worshipped by people who are lawful neutral or neutral, which again means that by the book you can't be her champion. She suggests that you use divination, which I think is a cool thing to play out. What you shouldn't do is lie and use your divination to make profit. Her domains are fate, glyph, knowledge, and truth, and her favorite weapon is a scythe. She grants harm or heal, and the occultism skill proficiency. As spells, you get Anticipate Peril, Threefold Aspect, and Scrying. Angie is a neutral deity and can only be worshipped by people who are neutral as well, which again means not suitable for champions. He suggests that you travel and hide your identity and motives. He gets displeased when you sleep in the same place twice, and when you wear seasonal decorations out of season. So, people like me who have cute Christmas decorations up all year long would probably be hated by him. His domains are knowledge, magic, secrecy, and travel, and his favorite weapon is the gauntlet. He grants you harm or heal, and a survivor skill proficiency. As spells, you get Pass Without Trace, Invisibility, and Blink. Rakkadon is a chaotic evil deity and can only be worshipped by people who are chaotic neutral evil, or chaotic evil. Again, not for champions, and even for clerics a bit tricky. From experience, I can say playing an evil character is hard, And to be chaotic neutral isn't that easy either. He suggests that you draw spirals, seek primordial secrets, use poison, and always carry water. Something you usually always do anyway. What you shouldn't do is destroy Fossil and suffer a Lenorm's death curse, a curse you get when you kill a Lenorm. His domains are destruction, vigil, water and wormkin, and his favorite weapon is the whip. He grants you harm or heal and the occultism skill proficiency. As spells you get the hydraulic push, feed the fins, and purple worm sting. Shaika is a neutral deity and can only be worshipped by people who are neutral good, lawful neutral, neutral, chaotic neutral, or neutral evil. Both clerics and champions can be their worshippers. They suggest that you learn from the past, leave hourglasses in unusual places, give random gifts, and create fleeting things. They dislike when you willingly thread where time does not pass. Their domains are decay, delirium, fate, and time, and their favorite weapon is the light mace. They grant you harm or heal and the occultism skill proficiency. As spells you get to anticipate peril, haste, and time beacon. The Green Mother is a neutral evil deity and can only be worshipped by people who are on neutral evil or chaotic evil. So, unless you're playing an evil campaign, not really suitable for any of them. She suggests that you frolic in vegetation, manipulate people, use what you kill, and prey on the weak. What you shouldn't do is hold secrets in for too long and discriminate sex workers or use their trade to harm them. Her domains are decay, indulgence, nature, and passion, and her favorite weapon is the sickle. She grants you harm or heal and the nature skill proficiency. As spells you get charm, suggestion, and planform. The Lantern King is a chaotic neutral deity and can only be worshipped by people who are chaotic neutral or chaotic evil, so again not doable for champions. He suggests that you play pranks, seek new jokes, and leave lanterns in unusual places. He dislikes when you are completely honest and ruin or explain a good joke. His domains are change, delirium, passion, and trickery, and his favorite weapon is the dagger. He grants you harm or heal and the deception skill proficiency. As spells you get illusions disguise, hideous laughter, and baleful polymorph. The last on the list is the Lost Prince. He is neutral and can only be worshipped by people who are neutral good or neutral. Both champions and clerics can worship him. He suggests that you aid the depressed, wear somber clothing, and remain neutral and ruminate on the past. He is upset when you abandon someone who has no family or take credit for your good deeds. As the god of loneliness and sadness, I find it more fitting that you won't be mad, but just sad by you breaking his anathema, which is kind of worse and falls into the same category I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. His domains are knowledge, repose, sorrow, and vigil, and his favorite weapon is the staff. He grants you harm or heal and the society skill proficiency. As spells you get soothe, modify memory, and crushing despair. I hope you enjoyed my video and that it gave you a good overview about the Eldest as your deity. And remember, everything is based on by the book rules. Should your DM use house rules, some things may be different for you. Thank you for watching, have a good day, and bye!